So you reading any good books lately? Have I what? What is up, my friends? Welcome to another Monday video here on CoolStuffInc.com. They say you can't have fun in Standard. I'm here to prove them wrong. Me and my old pal Codie, Vociferous Codex, 3 mana for a 1/4, the lovable book from Strixhaven. And don't know exactly what Codie's purpose is in Strixhaven. I'm assuming he's similar to the Sorting Hat. But Codie is a legendary creature, construct artifact creature. It says you cannot cast permanent spells. So Codie only likes spells, doesn't like permanents. And then you can tap 4 mana and tap Codie to add Wooburg, one of every color. And it essentially gives the next spell you cast Cascade for instants or sorceries. So you flip cards from the top of your deck till you hit a card that costs lesser, and you can play that card for free. Although it is for the rest of a turn, not at that exact moment. So Codie's really, really good. In my set review for Strixhaven, I called Codie the best in show for colorless. Which obviously, there's a ton of competition there. But best in show for colorless. Codie does a lot of things pretty well. The body is reasonable. A 1/4 for 3 is a decent defensive body. And then, realistically, Codie is a mana creature because it adds an additional mana because you tap 4 and get 5 mana. And then giving all your spells Cascade is freaking awesome. I mean, that's just card advantage and tempo advantage also. So, a lot of power here, but of course that you can't cast permanent spells part is the downsides. We can't really play any permanents in our deck. That's okay, though. That's okay, because we've got quite the brew here. This is based off of a Gabriel Nassif deck. I have changed basically over half the cards in my deck at this point. I've worked on it for the last day or so. And we got something pretty solid here. We got a spell-based deck, sort of like a pseudo-control deck based around Codie. And a lot of our cards that are spells do make threats. They make creatures, actually. So, of course, we have Alrund's Epiphany. We see this card all the time. Double Time Walk. That Time Walk, double creature, which is great. You get to copy this with Codie. It's really, really good. Lorehold Command is the best command in Strixhaven. Don't at me. Great defensive spell. Lightning Helix plus a creature. It can also be an offensive spell. Really good after an Epiphany. You Epiphany, Time Walk, untap, Lorehold Command, creature, haste plus. That's a lot of damage. Very powerful card. And then we're also in the market for every good 5-drop we can get because Codie ramps from 4 to 5. So, Lorehold Command on turn 4, stabilizes the board, gets your new spell. That's awesome. And then we've got some foretell cards here in Starnheim Unleashed, one of the best rares you can open in Kaldheim drafts, but a pretty powerful card otherwise. Scales really well. Casting this on turn 4 for 2 angels and cascading with Codie is insane. We can just play it on turn 3 as a 4/4 after foretelling it, which is pretty awesome. Obviously, foretelling puts a lot of doubt into our opponent's hands. Do we have counter spells or not? What's going on? And then late in the game, it can be absolutely monstrous. And plays very well with the Time Walk also, because you get into spots where you have an angel or 2 in play, it's Time Walk, and just end the game in 2 turns. This deck has a lot of explosive turns. And then we have Multiverse, of course, is great. Experimental Overload is another way to get creatures off of our Codie. And Card Advantage returns a spell. Usually makes a 4/4 or a 5/5. Great thing to cascade into. And then our early game interaction, we got to make sure we don't die here. We've got 4 Scorching Dragonfire, 2 Shock, and an Opt. Want to have 1 mana spells to cascade into when we cast a 2 mana spell. And you board out the shocks against decks that are more controlling. And then our Prismari Command, not amazing, but fills a 3-hole, kills Embercleave, does a few things. Now, cool thing here is that we're playing Dawnwaker for free because we were not playing any cards we don't want to play anyway. So we got a companion, which is great. And we go into our sideboard, and against decks that are really good at killing Codie or countering our spells, we go for a little juke here at Sprite Dragon. Bring in 4 Sprite Dragons. We're already playing the cheap spells and the cantrips, so kind of try and get under counter spells, under control decks, things like that. Counter spells on the board. And the big hitter on the board is Mythos of Vadrok. This card is a house against any creature deck. 4 mana, 5 damage, any way you want. Can also lock bigger creatures down. It's awesome to cascade into. Just a super powerful card. We don't want Wraths in our deck because we have Codie and creatures anyway. And Mythos of Vadrok has been absolutely insane. So that's the deck. Let's go right here on CoolStuffInc.com. But first, quick word from our sponsor at CoolStuffInc.com.
CoolStuffInc is proud to sponsor Jim Davis. We offer great deals on card games, tabletop RPGs, board games, and more. Get a free token featuring Jim Davis and take 5% off your next order if you use the code JIM5 at checkout. CoolStuffInc.com. Cool stuff in stock.
All right, round one. Let's roll. An okay hand. Not great, but okay. All of our foretellings mean that we usually have something to do on turn 2. Turn 1, Sentinel. Interesting. Dragonfire is a good draw. Mana base is pretty good. Just 12 pathways, 4 triomes. Wow. Magda, Brazen Outlaw. So this is their absolute nut draw here. Turn 1 Sentinel, turn 2 nut. Oh my god, this is insane. So opponent could not have a better hand. 4 permanents on turn 2 in standard is an exceptionally difficult task. Oh my god. Alright, so we gotta kill everything. This is a spot where the Mythos would be great. Obviously, it's like a million mana behind that, but we gotta Dragonfire something. We get the Prismari Command after, which is good. Innkeeper will draw cards. Magda will make treasures. Both are not good for us at all. Next turn's Prismari Command to kill whatever small thing we don't kill this turn. So it's basically just do I want to deny them a mana or a card? Probably a card, just so light on cards at this point. I'm gonna kill the Innkeeper. Next turn we can Prismari Command and kill the Outlaw, and then ramp into a Lorehold Command. This Lovestruck Beast is going to be annoying, but hopefully we can keep it off the battlefield. Alright, so there's Lovestruck Beast, sure. More treasure. Alright, so we could actually, like, try and kill the 1/1 and see if we can deny Lovestruck Beast the ability to attack, and just, like, not care if they have mana. Because we just can't stop the mana anyway. And they have 2 cards in hand, you know, like what can they have? They have a great hand here too. We're in big trouble. We have to cast Prismari Command this turn. There's just no way we can't. But I think we're gonna kill Magda, I think. Make a treasure. Like this. Please don't have a great henge. Another Brazen Outlaw. Alright, they're basically out of cards, so this isn't that bad. They're going to make another treasure, which is fine. We're going to play another pathway here and just say go. So now we have Lorehold Command, which can kill something and then block the 3/2. We are dying here, but a lot of treasures. A lot of treasures. They're pretty flooded, though. Wow. Hall of Oracles. This is not a card I've seen in Standard before. Great draft card. If you put an instant or sorcery, you can put a counter on something. Pretty good. Let's see what they do here. Might be scared of Shark Typhoon. Nope, they're just coming in. Okay, so make the treasure. We're going to Lorehold Command, make a 3/2, and Lightning Helix. We're going to Helix the Magda. We gave him a treasure here, but I wanted to make sure this human attack, so they might have Stomp. They have Stomp. I mean, they have anything here, we're in big trouble. We can't really do anything about it, so kill that, make a 3/2. They've got something, so whether it's Embercleave or Stomp, we're in big trouble. Oh my god. Alright, so their hand was pretty good. Pretty good hand here. Now our best bet, they are out of cards, so the best bet here is to be able to, I think, pump their thing. See, that's awesome. We can deny them the ability to attack with Lovestruck Beast. That's pretty good. We can Lorehold Command, kill this, make a 3/2, but then we're just in trouble because of the Bone Crusher and the Sentinel. Jeez. Quite the hand from our opponent. Quite the hand. Alright, we're going to do this now. 3/2 Helix, here and here. So, that slows down Lovestruck Beast. Please don't draw a good spell this turn. You've had enough good spells this game. Oh, they drew something. Alright, well, I mean, most decks don't beat this draw, so that's fine, I guess. Alright. Not the funnest first game there. Pretty insane draw from our opponent on the play. We were like in the game for a bit there, but alright, so we're going to bring in more removal spells and shock and our Mythoses. We'll cut the multiverses and definitely leaving in Prismari Command because they definitely have either Embercleave or the Great Henge. We can shade down the Curates. Shade like an Opt and 2 Curates because they're a little slow. And now we have more removal to play in the early game. Pretty happy with this. Now you got some more removal spells and the Mythos to help mop things up a little bit. I mean, with the Mythos that last game, might have been alright. They just came out too fast. Just too much stuff. Again, 4 permanents on turn 2 on the play in Standard is a pretty difficult feat. That's a pretty difficult thing to do. Most decks cannot do that, and it requires an almost perfect draw to do so. So I think we'll be alright. Didn't draw Codie Boy either. Alright, on the play. Oh my god. Alright, we can't keep this hand. Unfortunately. That's better. So keep this. We'll ship a land. You have Curate, Dragonfire, Overload. It's decent. Alright. Not as good of a hand from our opponent this time. Thank you. I appreciate that. Curate for Codie here. Mountain. Rimrock Knight. Alright. Neither of these are Codie. Although Starnheim Unleashed. Honestly, we could just keep both of these. We just shock the 3-1 and then foretell Starnheim Unleashed. And try and set up for a turn 5 double angel. That's pretty good, actually. I'm going to keep both of these. So play Pathway. Foretell. Opponent's hand is clearly not as good as last game. Sentinel, sure. And Brazen Outlaw. Which actually pumps it because it's a dwarf. Wow, look at that. Would have gotten a treasure too. Pretty impressive. Alright, so now we can just overloading back a spell here is not too ideal. We're just gonna Dragonfire the Magda and make 2 angels next turn. I'm just gonna play this. Planes. Let's do this right now. Clearly a much better start. We're still at 20 life. We got things to do. Not too shabby. Alright, Brazen Outlaw again. Alright. It's pretty good. Make a red, make a treasure. Make a Rimrock Knight, sure. Dragonfire. We could, buy back Shock and just shock the Outlaw. Because they are going to make some pretty big moves next turn when Taurus Treasures go. So, making a 3-3 isn't amazing. I think it's actually fine. Let's just do this. Do this. Get back this. It's 2 for 1. 2 for 1. Gotta imagine they're playing Goldspan Dragon in their deck too, which obviously this card lines up very well against. Also, if we draw more things to do and we end up playing this for 3 next, 2 turns from now, it's also cool too. So, make a land drop, play this, make a land drop, put this in our hand. Dwarves walk so loud, we could have shot you in the dark. Alright. There's a Goldspan Dragon, not a problem. They do have a lot of mana, but... Alright, so... And a Chariot. This deck's a riot. We draw a land, but now we just have to, we just have Starnheim, I think. Man, they really put it all on the table. Yeah, we just gotta go for it. So hopefully no no follow-up. They have like an Embercleave or something here. We're probably dead. Pretty good hands on our opponent part. I mean, their hand wasn't great this game. They've really drawn out of it really well. And we've you know, taken a mulligan or two here or there. Really haven't drawn Codie. Like, all right, so here comes the Chariot. They at least get a, you know, a free 2/2. We can trade Angel for the board, which I guess we're gonna have to do. Isn't really ideal, but and they never play. All right, sure. All right, and we're just dead. You got it, opponent. You got it. Cool. Definitely a cool version of a standard deck, but still the same old Embercleave shenanigans. All right, you win. All right. Not a fun first game. I must say that Standard's not really in great shape right now. Standard is a format that is currently defined by about 5 or 6 cards that just invalidate most games. Embercleave being one of them, where you're playing a game and then one of these cards get cast and the game ceases to be a game, where the things that happened before it don't really matter much anymore. You know, one Embercleave, one Yorion flickering 5 things, one Emergent Ultimatum, one Great Henge. You know, all these like big, just boom boom, game's over kind of effects. Definitely can be a little frustrating at times. Not a great hand, but we're gonna keep. We're gonna keep. We have things to foretell, things to do. Worst case scenario is making a 4/4 on turn 3 isn't that bad. You know, say Sarah Angel for 3 mana essentially. Forest Innkeeper, sure. Getting it for 1. Lovestruck Beast. That's what we're doing. Not the best draws. Not the best draws. Let's make our Angel. Yeah. Okay. So we needed to draw a way to kill this 1/1, but we did not. So we are dead again. 6/12. Yep. Okay. So, alright, so bring in our Mythoses and our Shocks, cut the Multiverses, cut the Opt, cut 2 Curates, same as last time. Pretty similar sideboarding. Well, we found Codie. Sure. Not ideal. Pretty awkward because we have 2 blue. So we can't fully hit the Mythos. I'm just going to get a... I'm just going to play an island. I'm not sure what we're getting yet. It's the same deck. There's your Innkeeper. There's your Rimrock Knight, sure. We find some lands. We don't really need to hit the other part of Mythos. I'm just gonna dump both of these. I just need double red though. Alright, I'll keep one of them. Of course. So Max punished, of course. I just wanted to make sure I had double red and white. We just drew 2 lands in a row, which definitely didn't want to do. Put Dawnwaker into our hand here and hope we're going to have a pretty sick Mythos. Which is definitely very, very reasonable. I mean, their board's pretty Mythosable, if that's a word. It's the same deck. Alright. Sure. So we're going to leave them with a Sentinel, I guess. We'll go 1, 2. We get to turn it off too. So this can't do anything next turn. Pretty solid Mythos there. Mop things up. Roiling Vortex. That card is very good against us. How did they know this card would be so good against us? Alright, sure. We just gotta beat them with Lorehold commands, which is honestly not a problem. So we'll just take up. Maybe tap a red. I think it's so I can't gain life. So we're gonna just, I mean, they could have Bone Crusher in their hand. If I go to nug them and make a 3-2, they can stomp it, but I think that's fine. So we're gonna go upstairs, make a 3-2. Go for the block. Pretty good, pretty good. Elder Gargaroth. And a Mythos. That's pretty cool. A little inefficient, but pretty cool. Get a mountain here. We can Mythos and Dragonfire. We only have 2 cards left, so even though that wasn't like the best exchange for us, it's still pretty fine. Triome. So you could just go over the command here and just like pump haste attack, but we're just gonna have Helix up, I think. Play this. Pretty mana hungry, so I don't mind playing land here. They go to 8. Alright, so we're going to kill our own spirit to preemptively kill the Bone Crusher Giant. And they didn't use the Vortex abilities, I think, in life. Interesting. They got a 6-drop here, or 5-drop? No, they don't. Alright, sweet. So, unfortunately, Roiling Vortex is very good against us, and we have no way to remove it from the battlefield, but we can make it work. You know, that's obviously optional to use Codie or not. So, happy to run this back. Mythos, of course, was great that game. All right, on the draw. We have plenty of early removal. 4 shocks. 4 Dragonfires. Alright, we have a red here? Yes. So we can keep this. Not great, but we have many, many, many things in our deck that cost 2 mana. And, oh, they're just going to mulligan to 0. That was like 5 mulligans in a row. Many, many things in our deck that cost 2 mana. With all of our foretells and our removal spells. Must be like 20 cards we can cast for 2 mana. There's one of them right there. So we have a 3-drop and 2 4-drops. I mean, there's only a 4-drop, but Rimrock Knight, sure. Triome, that's awkward, but sure. Get our Curate ready. A Magda here would be annoying, but don't seem to have it. They mulligan to 3 this game, so. And Shock and Starnheim are both very, very good. We are somewhat incentivized to want to put cards in the graveyard for Overload, though. Let me just dump these, actually. Just put the cards in the graveyard for our Overload. And then this turn we can just Prismari Command, kill this. Make a treasure. Or a little flooded here, but oops, not by that one. Deal 2. We got 4 lands in our hand. We can loot. Treasure's like not super useful at the moment, so discard some lands. Discard Triome Pathway, I guess. Okay. I mean, they kind of just don't have anything, which is fine. Prismari Command, Starnheim Unleashed. We can overload for a 4/4, and then just get back Starnheim, and the next turn go Starnheim. Let's get a red overload. I don't think it really matters what we do here. Then only 3 cards. We have Mythos too. Oh man, now we just got everything. All right. No Codie yet, though. Now we have Starnheim into Time Walk. Lovestruck Beast, sure. Lovestruck Beast plays. We draw Shock. We could just like Time Walk into Starnheim for 4 or whatever. I draw a land to do that, but land? No, you're Codie though. That's cool. We like Codie. We're gonna offer up the 4/4 and a shock for this Lovestruck Beast, so they can't draw Great Henge. I mean, we got 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 mana, so you can play this for 4. Should probably do it. Should probably do it. We had a Mythos. No, Dragonfire. That's not Mythos. Dragonfire this. So, pretty easy to fire on all cylinders in your opponent all against the 3. But, I mean, that game, too, is pretty solid, you know. We clearly have the tools to battle a matchup like this, so. As long as I don't have that nutso start with Embercleave and stuff, you know. Pumping up our Codie. Alright, so a 1-1 against the same deck twice there. That was just 2. I guess that's the new version of Gruul Ventures with Maga and Sentinel. Or Magda. Mythos is the card. Mythos was when I was working on the deck, I was like trying to find that card for the creature matchups, and Mythos is just it. It's just it. It's just so good. I had a 5-for-1 earlier today while I was playing. I posted like a silly video of it on my Twitter. Just the old natural 5-for-1 with Mythos feels pretty good. Feels pretty good. All right, on the draw. Opponent's playing Yorion. Yorion decks can be tough if they're playing Ultimatum. Another one of those cards just ends the game by itself. We're going to keep, though. We have Multiverse and stuff like that. We don't really have any recourse against a Ultimatum, but they seem to not be playing Ultimatum. That's great. So we got a blue. Draw Curate. But we're going to actually Multiverse here, so. Black and white lands only. Goes to top, sure. Dragonfire, okay. I think it's more mana if I just put the Zadara in our hand than try to play Curate. So I don't know what we're trying to Curate for at this point. They seem to be purely Orzhov, Doom Foretold. So they got us for Doom Foretold. Great. Let's just go to land. They get their 2-2. Congratulations. Alrund's Epiphany. Sure. So we're just going to foretell this. We can just say go. We can Dragonfire this if we have to. We can Curate. We also have Lorehold Command too, so we can just kill it with this. Some sort of... Is this black-white Doom Foretold, or is they just missing a color here? I get the feeling there's missing a color. Alright, so Esper Doom Foretold. This game one's going to hinge on how many counterspells they have in their main deck. Omen of the Sea. Bottom's good for us. Unfortunately, this is the kind of game where Codie's never going to stick because their deck is probably just like 80 removal spells. Which is bad against most of our deck, but good against Codie, obviously. Alright, we're just going to Curate here. And Curate will show us Mountain Opt. Where's it been, both of these? Draw an island, okay. Lorehold Command, sure. We should say go here. The intention of Lorehold commanding and making a token. Probably to kill the knight. Make a token. Just gonna do it now. Right? Maybe not actually. Again, they don't know what these are, and they might think that they're counter spells and kind of play it slow, so. Archon of Sun's Grace. That card is very good against us. That 4th toughness is really, really, really good. That could be a problem. Alright, so we're going to command 3 damage into 3-2. Suppose I would trade the 3-2 and a Dragonfire for this Archon. If they have an Omen in their hand, I'm going to be very unhappy. Very, very unhappy. Let's start by attacking and see what they do. No blocks. No blocks. No blocks. Is there a chance they don't have a counterspell here? I think that like they could have a negate, but they definitely don't. We're not sure. I'm just gonna pop off here. We're just gonna go for it. Hit me. Oh, they have it. No. Wow. Really? What was that pause then? Interesting. We draw a shock. Shock wasn't bad either. Shock was not bad either. We don't want to walk into a mass removal effect. So we're going to just like Dragonfire Shock here. And then we can play Zirda. That plays our Extinction Event. Really hard to figure out what they could possibly have here because they would have cast Heartless Act. Makes sense, sure. What? They're going to play Heartless Act on their own Archon. This means they have an Elswith Conquers Death in their hand. Because I'm not sure why else they would do this. So, sure. That is a play you can make. It's a thing you can do. I mean, now I get to play Zirda and have to hold the Multiverse up, which is awesome, so. Out of basics, oh boy. Could have gotten in for 4, 8, 9, 10, for 12 there, but not enough for lethal, unfortunately. Alright, so Shadow's Verdict would be bad, but, you know, so I was right. That's Conqueror's Death, which is fine. I mean, we played Zirda into it, but, like, I mean, whatever. It's kind of fine. Not a big deal, you know? We're honestly looking to kill them next turn with our Lorehold Command. Another Epiphany. We'll take that. Codie. Codie. So we're gonna go for the Epiphany. I guess if I go for Lorehold Command to kill, but that's 4, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. It's only 12 anyway, so. Alright, no counterspell, please. Cool. So more Heartless Axe, which is fine. So again, this is a spot where Codie's not very good into a deck like this, obviously. It's not very likely to live, but we didn't draw the land, but now they're just dead. So you have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yep, they're dead. The fact that we can do this and sort of like turn this corner and just kill them really fast is pretty awesome. Time Walk into Lorehold Command is really, really nice. So, kind of a hard game 1 to win. Pretty happy we won it. And now we're going to take our Zirda out because we are bringing in our 4 Sprite Dragons and our counter spells. And we're going to be a little more of like a, almost like a Delvery deck. Gonna cut these Prismari commands and probably an Epiphany. I guess Epiphany is very powerful. Could be an Overload, Stroke, Dispute, Negate. Kind of Overload, I think. Overload's pretty good though. Honestly, returning a counterspell. I'll cut Epiphany. Epiphany's gonna get a lot worse with mystical disputes and negates and stuff like that. So, Codie's Book Club. Reading good books lately? Yeah, this is fine. It's like a little awkward. Obviously, we have 2 creatures and no spells, but they mulliganed. We have a 2-drop and a 3-drop that both need to be answered, and then we just need to trust that we can just draw some spells. This is basically the ideal curve for us. Obviously, we can't cast Sprite Dragon with Codie in play, but if Codie's in play, we're winning anyway. So, it's not a companion restriction, you know? Temple of Deceit, sure. Top, sure. Alright, the third Fabled Passage, not super exciting, but a golden egg. Perhaps we do want Prismari commands. JK. Alright, let's rock and roll. Sprite Dragon. Just don't have Elspeth's Nightmare. That's a card that really, really gets us. I don't know why I talk, personally. Just don't really know why I talk. So, alright, we drew a second spell anyway. So if we hadn't drawn a spell here, I would have just foretold to hide from the duress. But this card is just so unbelievably good against us. Alright, let's play Codie and say go. They get to duress us. Probably take the Starnheim because we have no spells currently. Took the Overload. Interesting. They have a duress anyway or something like that. Oh my god. Codie, my boy. Codie, what are you doing to me? Alright, we get to hide that one at least. And say go. We have 2 5/5s coming next turn. Pretty gross how good this card is against us. Let's follow up. Archon. Pretty good. Pretty good follow up. Get a mountain here, whatever. We can make 2 4/4s here. We draw Negate. They only have 2 cards left. We just gotta cast this thing. Archon's obviously pretty devastating, but now they're down to... They got a Yorion. They have 3 cards. A lot of bad things can happen here. That's one of them. It's 1 Angel down. They also didn't put Yorion into their hand, which is interesting to say the least. Alright, I mean... Treacherous Blessing. No. Absolutely not. Not a chance. They have a counterspell back. That's what they have. Alright, that's why they have mana blast turn. It's pretty gross for us. So now they get a creature and draw 3 cards, and we just have lands in our hand. So this game's gone about as badly as you probably can imagine here. Double Nelspeth Nightmare is just the stone cold worst. We draw a big spell here. Where were you last turn? Huh? Where were you last turn? I can't imagine there's any coming back here. And now they're able to Yori, and they can't flicker the blessing yet. But, oh my god. Another Archon? This deck does struggle a bit with creatures that have 4 or more toughness. I don't think we could bring in Mythos. It's like a really bad answer, though. Something like Soul Spear would be a lot better. Sprite Dragon, not particularly good right now. Yeah, we're in big trouble. They still didn't put Yorion in their hand, which means they have another counterspell of some kind. Oh my god. Alright, let's go to the next game. Alright, tough game there. Tough game. Elspeth Nightmare is really good against us. Arcana Sun's Grace, pretty annoying. Pretty annoying. I'm not sure what card we could have that, like, adequately deals with it, but isn't terrible in all their scenarios. Like, if we had Soul Seer in our sideboard, because that would also kill Yorion, wouldn't mind bringing those in. But we're relying on Mythos as our anti, like, Lovestruck Beast deck card, so it doesn't really make a lot of sense. Now we're on the play. You know, they had the answer to both of our threats there, like the perfect answer in Elspeth Nightmare. If one of those had lived, it would have been right probably too. So can't have it every game, right? They're playing 80 cards. Nice mana base. Nice mana base. All right. Hand would be perfect with a blue source, like perfect with a blue source, but we can't keep this one. Okay, that's better. I'll keep this. Probably ship the Overload. Epiphany's like pretty far away. We're on the play too. But we can at least like foretell it. Maybe like Overload's like pretty blank at the moment. Also, it lessens the blow of Elspeth Nightmare too, so. Alright, they mulligan to 6, so they've joined us. Man, are we gonna get disputed here? No. All right, cool. All right, let's draw a land, please. All right, we drew a land. Codie, my boy. Oh. Unbelievable. All right. Pretty disgusting. Well, they have 5 cards and we have 1. There's always that, you know. Oh my god. He's back. Nothing to cascade into, but so, like, this has to live. Oh my god. Alright, we're done. You win. Nice 80 card deck opponent. Alright. Pretty tough game there. I mean, oh boy, things line up well for them. That's okay. That's okay, though. That's fine. That's fine. 80 card deck. Alright. Let's battle. Match number 4. Come on. Yorion again. All right, mulligan. All right. I'm gonna ship the Epiphany and Lorehold Command are good. Just we only have 2 lands. We're gonna ship that. Behold the Multiverse. The Multiverse of Madness. Go get, whatever, Mountain Island, doesn't matter. Get that. And play this on blue. Say, be Multiverse here or do we Curate? I think she Multiverse. Orient Hand. Brick, okay. Keep lands. Okay. Wasn't bad. Wasn't bad. A lot of Lorehold Commands, is for sure. Another Multiverse. There's multiversing for days. We actually like don't want a multiverse because if we're not gonna cast at end steps, we don't have any things to play, so we're gonna be stuck discarding. We don't draw lands and stuff. Want to like at least represent a counterspell though, so let me just play Starnheim and just say go, and we'll curate if we don't do anything. Actually, we're gonna curate anyway because we don't have any. I mean, we don't actually have a counterspell, but we're just making it look like we do. No Naked Yorion. I don't think Naked Yorion's that bad here, honestly. Curate looking for lands. And they're going to Omen of the Sea in response, sure. Top, bottom. We look at Overload Dragonfire. We're going to shift both of these. Change draw land. That's a land. That's not a land. It's a bad card, but still. Play this on blue. Foretell Multiverse. So we have Opt and Multiverse up. Still not interested in, oh my god. Alright. Well, the Orion's getting better and better. Top is also absolutely terrible for us. Okay. Multiverse. We're going to keep one of these lands. Opt. Ah, I misclicked. I was trying to look at my graveyard. I draw another land? Oh my god. Come on. Alright, just say go. I meant to bottom that land. I was trying to look at my graveyard. Alright, well. No. Upstairs. Make a 3-2. It's funny because, like, they're playing on counterspells. We just don't have any counterspells. And, they're, you know, could they just cast as Yori, they just basically win the game. It's part of the allure of playing the foretell cards and stuff like that. What are they going to do here? What? They tapped 2 mana and then didn't do anything? It's very strange. Alright, attack with our 3-2. Definitely not playing Codie here because we can't command again then. So play this. Just gonna say go. End step eliminate. Sure. Probably have Extinction Event in their deck, so Starnheim's not very good. Once they eventually decide to cast the Orient or Ultimatum, we're just going to die. So, oh my god. Stop drawing freaking Dragonfires. Come on. What are you doing? Alright, attack. Alright. I mean, we can play Codie now. Make him deal with that one. Then we get into a spot where we can maybe Starnheim Unleashed and cascade into a Time Walk. That would be awesome. Codie lives. Codie lives. Surprising. Shadow's Verdict. That's fun. Annoying, but fine. Better there than on my Angels. Now, they have 2 mana left over. I can make... We can kill them if they have nothing. So tap that a black, too. We just get to Lorehold Command on our turn. Give things haste, make a creature. And give my Angel haste, too. Sweet. Opponent played a little too cautious that game. Opponent played a little too cautious. And now he gets Sideboard. Game 1 feels awful for us, but game 2 and 3 feel fine. Sprite Dragons are in, Disputes are in, Negates are in, Stroke is in. Shock, Dragonfires, Prismari Commands, and 1 Overload are all out. I'm sorry, I'm going to bring in the... oops. I'm going to cut an Epiphany, leave in all 3 Overloads. Correct. Zadara, you're out of here. We don't need you. We don't need you. Sure. This works for me. We got Codie boys and counterspells. Curate. Just hopefully no Elspeth nightmares. Please no more nightmares. Black, green, Wolf, Willow Haven. Sure. They do have Binding the Old Gods, which is pretty good against Codie, but... Bondur's Cultivator. We're not going to allow this one. This was supposed to put them ahead 5 mana to 2, which is just way too good, so... Please don't have Binding the Old Gods. Can't look. I can't look. I don't want to look. Come on, Codie, you can do it. I would like to have one video go by where I call a card and they don't have it. That'd be really cool. Alright, so now we just have Curate. We can't play Codie here again. So we don't have a counterspell to defend it. We can now like wait a turn and defend it. We have Curate too. Just gonna foretell this and say go. Kind of doubt we're playing Negate this turn, so probably end up playing Curate, looking for a land. That's fine. They have so much more mana than us. It's disgusting. Lands are now... They now have double the amount of mana we do. No exaggeration. Actual double. Alright, bin that, keep the land. Now I can kill you with Negate up. Alright, here we go. Do your worst, opponent. 2-4. They have Duress into Ultimatum. I think I can cast Ultimatum. I don't have mana left. Alright, do your worst, I guess. If they have a black source, they have Ultimatum. They got the Teamer Triome rather than the Sultai Triome. Oh, there it goes. Extinction Event. Alright. I mean, they only got 2 cards left now? I don't feel awful about this. Certainly felt worse about things in my life. Mountain. Foretell. Foretell. Maybe we should have actually held the Epiphany, because we could have possibly foretold to do a counterspell if they draw out on us here. That's safer. That might have been better. That might have been better. I'm a prophet. I'm a prophet. So yeah, we should have just not foretold this. And if we had a counterspell on our top 4 cards, we could have countered this. Whatever. All right, you win. It's all right. Game 3 on the play. On the play. Yeah, it's fine. It's certainly not great, but I'm just gonna get a mountain. We have Curate plus counterspells and Starnheim. Lorehold Command's a little awkward. We could like just foretell here. Nothing they do on turn 2 is gonna really be that devastating. Just do this now. Play Curate next turn. Blue, green, go. We've been drawing a lot of Lorehold commands, sure. And these are fine once we have mana. This Curate's going to be pretty important. Of course, they don't know that, but Curate's going to be pretty important. Now they got all their mana, sure. Play Curate. And those are both not lands. Those are both, even though the Sprite Dragon's pretty good, we should land drops here, so. That's a land. That's a Sprite Dragon. Okay, I could buy this. They just, like, probably have a removal spell here, but we could make an Angel also and just leave up a Dispute, but they just, like, probably have a Doomblade of some kind here. Alright, whatever. Cool. We like that. Sure. Bottom, bottom. We like that also. Okay. Okay. Elspeth's a Nightmare. Alright, so they had Mystical Dispute. They might have targeted the dragon with it. So hopefully that's the case. They have Dispute here. We're in big trouble, but now I'm just getting duressed anyway. Oh my god. Really couldn't imagine a card in the form better than this card against us. They have another Dispute too. Ugh. Alright, I think we're dead, folks. Let's just go for it. No subtlety. Here's my card. Just take it. What do you got for me? They love getting the Teamer Triome. It's only really there if you draw the one Valky and want to be able to cast it as Tibble. Do you have Extinction Event? No, that's a good start. Are you dead? 5, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Not quite. Not quite. I mean, if they have Ultimatum, it's like kind of bad for us, but do we just crank it here? There's a lot of bad cards for us. I think we should go for it, honestly. I think we're just going for it. This gets in for a whole bunch of damage. Unfortunately, they're at 4 and not 3, which would be the ideal place to put them, but... Alright, so just don't give them the Time Walk. I mean, they might get, like, multiple Wraths here. Command is lethal as a hasted 4-power creature, so if there's nothing in play... I guess it also actually can't be killed by removal either. You might be able to steal this one, folks. Valky, Time Walk, Extinction Event. So I want to give them Extinction Event and Valky, and they're just dead. Works for me. Lorehold Command's pretty awesome. The ability of Lorehold Command to just, like, pop off while also being a good defensive card is awesome. Boom. 2 and 2. 2 and 2. Take that, Yorion. Get out of here. Come on. We got this. I want this winning record. This standard format kind of sucks, and I'm trying really hard to find a fun one for y'all, because it's gotten really stale. The card designs aren't particularly great, and then it just hasn't really changed at all. Because Strixhaven is a well-designed set, there are no Embercleaves in it, but unfortunately, as long as there are still Embercleaves in the format, then the newer cards can't shine as much. So we're getting there. We're on the right path to a good standard format. I do love standard in general usually, but the last 2 years of design have just been pretty awful. So that's great. Gotta play let's play this and get probably a mountain. I don't know. We'll see. We have all the colors are here. So Serrated Scorpion is here to try and end our chances at a winning record. Sure, blue. I think red is fine. Now we could Starnheim Unleashed. Because then that goes for turn 3 Codie, turn 4 Starnheim for 2 Angels is insane. I'm gonna go for that. We're gonna go for the go for broke play. Codie might not live, but then we have Curate into Foretell again on turn 4. If they have a way to kill Codie. Which they probably will. Scorpion number 2, sure. Alright, we drew a land. Codie, my boy, come on down. You haven't really Codied much. Their opponents have been very good at killing Codie. It's funny because a lot of decks in the format can't really kill Codie because their only kill spells are Star Stomp usually. But we've certainly run through a lot of opponents that can. I would really like it if Codie lived here. That would make me happy. That's a good start. It's time to go, my friends. Let's do this. Codie, my boy. Add a mana. Double Starnheim. Cascade. Opt. Obviously not the best hit off of your Codie, but still not bad. It's fine. Just a cantrip, you know. Keep this land. You're up. You are up. Bastion number 2. Alright. Lorehold Command. Interesting. We'd have 1 mana left over. We would like to foretell this Epiphany because that would give me the ability to Time Walk next. I think we're just gonna hard cast Starnheim Unleashed. So we're gonna fire up the Codie mana. Nope, I don't like that. Fire up the Codie mana. Hard cast Starnheim Unleashed for a 4/4. 2 mana left. Cascade. Dragonfire is cool. With the 2 mana left, we're going to foretell. We'll attack. Dragonfire. They have a Village Rites here. That'd be pretty good. Alrighty. So, a couple triggers. We have lethal next turn if our Time Walk goes off. I also have Lorehold Command for lethal too, so 3 Serra Angels in play. Three in the pool. Whoa. Do they have a Claim the Firstborn? That would be very good here. They do not seem to. Every creature but dies drains for 2. So they effectively have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 damage in play. But that's a... So we drew the... We did not draw a land for Epiphany. It is Lorehold Command lethal. It's close. Let's just go for it. Let's leave a blue up. We're going to Helix them and Puss the team. Which is... It's lethal if they don't sack things. They're going to sack things too, obviously, but... Cascade. Starnheim is awesome. It's another 4/4 angel. I'm so stupid. I can't do math. We ended up manning to cast Time Walk. I'm sorry, folks. I just 7, 6, 5. It just whatever. We're gonna win anyway. It's not a problem. But I could have cast Time Walk there and won the game easily. I just screwed up. Just, you know, it's 5, then it's 4, then it's 3, and then or it's 6, then it's 5, whatever. I just screwed up. It's fine. I think we're in pretty good shape here. We're going to have 4 angels in play. They're all untapped. We're gaining life here. Opponents have a tank. Opponents in the tank. Opponents' deck looks pretty cool. Plum the Forbidden. So sacrificing some creatures. They chose to sacrifice the Woe Strider. It's interesting. Lose some life, gain some life. 14. They just killed themselves. What are they doing? They needed the Woe Strider. Why would they sack the Woe Strider? Whatever. They need to sacrifice these things too to stay alive. Alright, so we're going to bring in Shock and our Mythos. Cut the multiverses, cut the Prismari commands, and we can shave down on a Curate. It's a little... Actually, I want to shave out cut the Opt to guarantee that any 2 mana Cascade hits Shock. Works for me. Works for me. It's fine. It's the nut draw again of like Starnheim on 3, Codie on 4, Starnheim on 5. Obviously, they kill Codie. That's not going to happen, but this is a very good good opening. Scorpion again, sure. All right, we'll Starnheim. Scorpion. Kroxa. Kroxa. I'm going to discard the Curate. Curate would be looking for cards like Codie or lands in this situation, so I might as well just keep the Codie in my land. We'll draw another one, sure. All right, Codie, my boy. Hold on, buddy. Hold on, buddy. Ooh, that's going to be really bad. They really threw the book at us. Eh? Eh? Said they really threw the book. Sure. A little worse than Village Rights, but sure. Alright, I mean, just run that Codie back. Make him use their Claim the Firstborns on my Codies and not my Angels, you know? Friendship. Friendship. Cool card. Oh my god. Awaken the Blood Avatar. That's a magic card. That is a sack things to reduce the cost. Each opponent sacks a creature and get a 3/6 that is a killer. Alright. Well, if they have a Claim the Firstborn or removal spell, we are dead. But they have Croxa now too. That was wild. That was a wild one, folks. Did not see that one coming. Weird token. 3/6. It's got a lot of arms. It's a lot of axes and swords to only have 3 power, you know? Alright, what's up, opponent? Croxa, sure. This time we're going to pitch a land and hope this Curate. We don't really remove Croxa really well, honestly. Now we're at... maybe I should start at the Curate because we just took 3. Yeah, I might have been wrong. That's pretty bold. They're just going to throw away their token to deal me 3 damage. Alright. Draw land anyway. So we just like Lorehold Command to stay alive here. We can Lorehold Command for indestructible and like Helix them and just block Croxa, which is pretty awesome. Forbidden Friendship. Okay. Alright. We could make a 3/2, but it just gets blocked, and we're just going to Helix them. So we're going to Helix them, and we're going to creatures I control are indestructible. And gain 3 life. So just don't have a removal spell here, please. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. So cool. Croxa dead. 5. This is where Dawnwaker comes in handy. Just like something to play. Eye Twitch. Cute, cute, cute. Block and learn. There's like the lesson that sacks a creature to kill a creature. It's fair. It's fair. Nope, getting pest summoning. Interesting. Alright. Walking Dawns. They're at 5 life points, and we have 2 Serra Angels in play, and they have no flying walkers. Let's see what happens here. Pest summoning, sure. So like a Bone Splinters variant? Oh no. The Blood Avatar again? It doesn't matter, they're just dead. I sack Zidara. I'll block the Avatar and kill him in the air. It's great. Sweet. We'll take that. Cool deck, opponent. Cool deck. Nice break from all the Ambercliffs and Yorians, you know? So 3-2. We'll take 3-2. This deck is probably not going to win the Pro Tour, you know, at any near point, but I've been having a ton of fun with this deck all day. The deck's just super fun. It just has a lot of really cool things. Codie's a very fun card. Codie's just really, really fun. Being able to draw extra cards and play things for free and ramp your mana is super, super cool. Codie reminds me a lot of Niv Mizzet Reborn in that it looks like a silly casual card, but is actually really powerful and playable and constructed. And I think this is not the last we'll see of Codie in various formats because the card's pretty awesome. So that's the deck. Hope you enjoyed it. Jeskai, Codie's Book Club. Of course, there's a companion article to this video on CoolStuffInc.com. As always, I do a written article on every Friday and a video article like this every Monday. Last Friday's written article was all about the 10 cards I want to see reprinted in Modern Horizons 2. So Counterspell, of course, was spoiled. As I was writing my article, I had to change things a little bit. But 10 cards I want to see. A lot of fun ones in there. A lot of fun ones you'll never believe. Number 7. And thanks for watching, folks. I appreciate it. Make sure you sub to the Cool Stuff channel as well on YouTube. I love you. Thanks, folks. Thanks for watching. I appreciate it. And I'll see you next time. May all your Codies be grand.